Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you probably know, summer officially started June 21st. So today I bring you my top 10 fragrances for this summer 2020. I have some that are good for men, some that are good for women, and some that are pretty much unisex. Sorry if it's a little loud. Before we get there, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel and also check out my new Instagram page and my Facebook page. First one I want to talk about is Givenchy Homme. I have spoken about this one in my top fragrances for the office for men. This is a very citrusy fragrance. It has grapefruit, it has mandarin orange, and it also has some lavender and I think some violet as well. I have some on. It is perfect for the season, for the summer. It is perfect for daytime, very easy to wear, very inoffensive. It's a little bit like Invictus, which I love, but it's a little bit less sweet than Invictus. So I totally recommend that you check it out, Givenchy Homme. The next one I have here is Blue Femme from Versace. This is a fragrance that I mentioned in my top most complimentary fragrances for women. It is fruity, it is a little bit floral, and it's a little bit green also. The most prominent notes I would say are green apple and peach, and it also has some jasmine in there and a little bit of rose. Yeah, it's a fragrance that like I mentioned in that video, it really surprised me that people like it this much. I do get a lot of compliments with it and I really recommend it for summer. It's a little bit more of like a work kind of fragrance, so maybe for like a summer night I would say, more so than just like a casual summer day like light blue it would be, but it's still great for any of that. It's very fruity and a little bit green. It smells a little bit like shampoo though, I will say. Blue Versace Perfumes. Here I have Polo Blue from Ralph Lauren. This is a fragrance that is ozonic and aquatic. I can't really smell it like that. Yes, it's a very ozonic and aquatic fragrance. It has a lot of cucumber and a lot of melon. So yeah, it's a tad green also, but it's just extremely fresh. It's very fruity. It's just perfect for summertime, for daytime. It's really good for just warm weather overall. Like there's nothing more refreshing than this. It makes me want to drink it. I know that sounds weird, but it's also great for the office. Just good for a summer day overall. I love how it smells a lot. Polo Blue from Ralph Lauren. The next fragrance I have here is Tiffany Co from Tiffany, and I recommend this for women for summertime. This is a citrusy fragrance that is also floral. It has a lot of iris and a lot of bergamot and lemon. The iris here is extremely prominent, a little bit too prominent for my personal taste, but it still combines very well with the rest of the fragrance. So I definitely suggest it for summer and even for springtime. It lasts forever and it projects very, very well as well. And yeah, it's just a very inoffensive, easy to wear, casual fragrance, good for work, good for every day, good for summer, of course. And just like you can see, the bottle is also a fragrance that is very luminous, very radiant. It has this sort of brilliance to it, I would say, that kind of goes with you when you put it on. Tiffany Co from Tiffany. The next one I have here is Invictus from Paco Rabanne. I know this is a very popular fragrance that a lot of people do not enjoy wearing anymore for that reason, but to be honest, out of all these fragrances for men that I'm sharing with you today, this is my favorite for summer. I love putting some on. This is probably like the 5th time I sprayed it today. It has this very sweet citrusy air to it, so it is citrusy. It has grapefruit and it has some mandarin orange in there, but for some reason it's very sweet, unlike the more prominent citrus from Givenchy Homme. It's also very salty because it has that sweet and salty. It has that salty saltwater notes like the one in light blue from Dolce & Gabbana. But here it's not as intense. It's more of like I just got out of the beach smelling sweet, if that makes any sense. I love it. I love wearing it. I love smelling it on people. I think it's good for daytime, for nighttime, for anything. I love it that much that yeah, it's amazing for me for the summertime. Invictus from Paco Rabanne. So here I have Bombshell from Victoria's Secret, which I recommend for women for summertime. This is probably the only Victoria's Secret fragrance that you'll see me recommending because They all smell kind of nice, but I think this one is the best. I truly do enjoy how this smells. It has passion fruit, which is my favorite fruit. So forget this video if you enjoy passion fruit, just give me a like just for that, because it is amazing, especially when combined with pineapple, tangerine, strawberry, and I just get a lot of tangerine and passion fruit, honestly. It's just this fruity sort of tropical cocktail with some flowers thrown in there that I absolutely recommend. It's a huge head turner. It's a huge compliment getter. Guys love this fragrance. I don't really wear it that much anymore because it doesn't last long at all, honestly. Probably lasts like on my skin at least like 30 minutes to an hour max. So you do have to reapply it and get one of them, one of their roller balls if you want to wear for a summer day or even for a summer night. I think this would be good, but because I do like the scent of this so much, I still recommend it a lot for summertime. Victoria's Secret Bombshell. I have here Jimmy Choo Man Intense. This is a fragrance with a lot of melon once again, lavender. It has some tonka bean, and it has some patchouli, which is very noticeable, the patchouli. This is one that I suggest more for summer nights, not so much for summer days. I think for summer days it can be a little bit overwhelming, but for going out on a summer night or just doing anything that you have to do on a summer night, I think this is incredibly sexy for men or for whoever wants to wear it. So yeah, totally recommend it. Lasts a long time, so that's also really good for a summer night fragrance. Jimmy Choo Man Intense. Perfume. De todo. So the next one I have here is Versace Eros pour Femme. This is the women's version. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of the men's one. This is very citrusy. As you can see, I used to wear it a lot. I don't really wear it as much anymore, but I do have a lot of experience with it. And yes, a lot of lemon, a lot of bergamot, and a lot of white jasmine. Jasmine, not white jasmine. That's kind of what it smells like the most to me, lemon and jasmine. And as you can imagine, it is a very clean combination. When I used to wear this one, that was probably the #1 comments that I would receive, that I smelled extremely clean. And like many of these citrusy fragrances and white florals, the dry down is very woody. That way it allows it to last longer. Like I said, I did used to receive a lot of compliments with this one. I used to wear more for summer nights. It lasts very long, at least on my skin. It lasted at least 6 hours, and it also projects incredibly well. So totally recommend it, Versace Eros pour Femme. So here I have probably one of my favorites out of these all for summertime. It is so hot right now. It's Declaration from Cartier. This is a fragrance with bergamot, with bitter orange, and also with a lot of aromatic and spicy notes. I love it a lot. I wear it all the time. It has tea, it has cardamom, and it even has some pepper and a bunch of other things. You should really look at the notes. It is extremely interesting. And like I was saying, I like wearing it for the heat, of course, after a shower, for the gym. It's just very, very versatile, and it's supposed to be a men's fragrance, but I think it's safely and completely unisex. And to me, it's a spicier, more aromatic version of Bugatti Haute Verte. So yeah, totally recommend it for right now. It is still very elegant, even though it is all of those things, versatile and easy to wear. I still think it is super sophisticated. Declaration from Cartier for the summertime. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe, to leave me a like and your comments about which ones are your favorite summertime fragrances, and also make sure to check out my Instagram and Facebook pages. Thank you.